I don't understand like this whole delay thing. Like it's been a while. It's been a while, guys. I miss y'all on this thing. Guys, I miss y'all. I miss y'all on this thing. It feel like I've been here for. It feel like forever I ain't been up here. Oh God, do I remember how to even do this now? Like, hold on.
Let me bring my camera up.
I don't know if I still
volume
remember.
up.
Yeah, I think I gotta find some way for people to see me. There we go. Yeah, all right. Hey, do I look okay? I still look the same? I ain't no different? Am I all right? Still the same guy?
Well,
All right,
yeah.
cool.
Like you lost like good 10 pounds, but okay.
10?
10 pounds.
Work, a lot of things going on.
That's
Let's just leave it at that.
That's another here or there.
Yeah, but after 3 long weeks, everybody, however you want to call it, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to the Chefrazzi Report. It's been 3 long weeks. I have yet to be on here to do what I love doing because I've been busy doing other stuff, which y'all will find out sooner or later. But Rob, what up, bro?
Not much. Just finished eating dinner. What's going on?
Been 3 weeks. Lone Wolf, my loyal friend, who's been here for the last 4 years. How you been?
Oh, I've been fine. You like my new pair of Visions?
I told you look like Frozone. I go just leave it at that. All right. So Frozone, you got it. That's you. But it's been 3 weeks. We ain't been up here. So I gonna do this a little different tonight because
I'm about to switch chairs.
it's been a while, and we usually like to kind of go subject by subject. So I gonna do, like how we'd all be in the barbershop and we just be talking.
Yeah.
Well, tonight we gonna have one of those kind of things. So I gonna get started and just get it plain and simple. Lone Wolf,
Sir.
before we even start, you have something to say to the American public, and you go have to say it right now.
Oh, you talking to me? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to the wall back there. That wall has some.
Who did I say?
That wall back there got a little bit of a 3D level on there. But I might be tripping a little bit, but that's okay. Yes, I do. I said it out on camera. American people, I have been calling the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment. Well, they beat the defending champs. So therefore, tonight, I had to come by the 3 long weeks, and some of y'all was waiting like a motherfucker for hear me to say this. They are now formerly known as
At least I'm not the first one that cursed tonight. Thanks.
Okay, that's fine. I like 3 weeks of frustration. Yeah, I'm gonna get it out tonight. Minnesota Timberwolves are now formerly known as the House of Disappointment.
They're just known as the Wolves. And by the way, um, I just gonna keep it simple, y'all. Luca is that dude. And Rob been talking about Luca being under pressure this season to go far in the playoffs. And Rob was exactly right on the nail of the head and told us weeks ago that Luca is a very important piece that is under pressure this year. And Rob, your man has answered the call. And with that said, I'm going to give you the floor because you're the one that went ahead and spoke the truth. So you can have it.
Well,
Mm.
as I finish this chicken, which is really damn good.
You scavenger.
Yeah.
Don't be a hater.
Oh, guys,
That's my
easy.
job. Hey.
Now,
Hi,
Oh,
Loney.
God,
now,
easy.
well, well, the reason why I decided to call Luka Doncic out because we're on year what 6? This year 6 for Luka.
Yeah, roughly year 6.
Yeah, this year
Yeah,
6.
6.
So right around this time, certain player that's still playing in the league by year 6. He was trying to make his way into the. He was already in the league. He making his way, trying to get to the same place where Luca is at right now. Kind of got by the name of I don't know. Shoot, people probably know him as possibly GOAT. Some people might know him as 23. Some people might just know him as just what he is, just LeBron James. Right around this time, this is where he started to really put his imprint on the league and making him the best player in the world. And I challenged Luca that if you wanted to be the best player in the world, you're going to have to take this team to a place where they have not been since the legendary Dirk Nowitzki has been. The last time Dirk went, he won. And it's been now 13 years since.
You know, like how 3 weeks, sorry, you know, like how 3 weeks to just go and all of a sudden now it's just people all of a sudden just want to come back into our loving lives. West One Air is no other. 3 weeks, 3 weeks,
What's
and
up,
you
fellas?
just wait to come back. Good
What up, fellas?
evening, sir.
What's up? What's good? How y'all?
Oh, we're
I am fine. I am doing
Yo,
great.
congrats.
What
Yo, Ali, congrats, man. Congrats. I'm happy for you, man.
yeah. Don't worry. Everybody gonna know the big secret. But right now, I'm in the old
Yeah.
fit training phases right now. But thank you very much, sir. But yeah. Right now we are talking about this guy here this man Rob proclaimed that Luca is supposed to be under pressure this season. I went ahead and said somebody else, which I'm gonna get to in a second. But I will let Rob finish. Go right ahead, sir.
thank
No
you.
interruption, David.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah. So, yeah, David. So, before the playoffs started, Ali asked us from the very beginning, out of all the superstars, which one did you think that was under the most pressure? Ali, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you picked Tatum, right?
Yeah. He picked Boston. He
I
picked Boston in
did,
general.
and I said Boston, specifically Tatum, and up to this very day, I ain't wrong.
Okay. So, yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad with the Tatum one. The reason why I chose Luca out of all of them is because ever since the second, I want to say about the second or third year of his career, they dubbed him as a superstar, and he's rightfully so. But if you want to be in that superstar status and really control the league, you got to take them into places where they've never been before. And
Agreed.
Dallas has not been to the finals since 2011.
13 years.
It's been 13 years, and the last time that happened, a very great Hall of Famer, took them to the finals and shocked everybody and beat the 2011 Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Luka, if
First
you
year
want to
when it
put
was
your
a big
stamp on
three.
this, you can do the same thing starting Thursday night and possibly shocking the world and knock out the Boston Celtics, who have been the prohibitive favorite since the off season. Not just the start of the season, not mid-season. Ever since they made the trade for Drew Holiday and Porzingis, but mostly Drew Holiday. Mostly when they got the Drew Holiday,
Right.
that's the last
Right.
piece you need to win it all. And that was
Yeah.
in August. That was in August. We are in June now. That means you have been the favorite for almost the entire calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
The last team that's had this much of a favorite was probably the Golden State Warriors when they had KD. That's probably the last ones. But the
Mm-hmm.
ones that really had a stamp on it was probably that LeBron James Miami Heat team. That first year. That first year when they made it, when they were assembled, everybody, even Vegas, had them picked as
To
the
win the
number
chip.
one team to win it all. Nobody expected the Dallas Mavericks to come out of the blue and not only win, but remember, they won in Miami that year. That was in Miami when they won their first title. So 13 years later, here
Yeah.
comes this another
Yeah.
phenom coming through the door and could shock the world even more and possibly get another championship under the services. But this one could be different because you got to remember when Dirk won his, he was at the peak of his prime, get ready to come down. Luka's just really getting going, and if Luka gets a championship underneath his belt with the money that he's going to command and the market that they're going to have, this could be a team that we could be talking about. It could
A
be
dynasty. A dynasty.
that word right there. That word could possibly float
Mm-hmm.
around if this Luka team can do something that has not been done in 13 years. This is why I put this pressure on Luka, because I believe Luka can be the only one that can walk into that Boston Garden with Kyrie and the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
crew and can shock everybody.
Right.
Okay. Now.
Oh, hold on. There's one more. She's here.
Hey, hi, good evening. How you doing? Welcome back.
I'm in recovery, y'all. So if I'm not talking too much, it's because I've been sick, y'all.
Well,
Feel
I'm
better.
glad you're
Definitely
on
feel
the
better.
show, and I hope, Lord Jesus, you can get back to being 100%. But I'm so glad you're on the show. It's been a while. You wanted to speak your mind and speak some stuff, so we're doing barbershop conversation. So here is my next question I am going to throw to y'all to start the conversation. And David, I'm going to give it to you since you are our guest.
Uh-huh.
Thursday night begins this NBA Finals on the American Broadcasting Company. Am I correct?
See,
All right. First game is in Boston because Boston was wired to air the best team in the NBA this season,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yep,
right?
Yep.
that'll be right.
Okay. Now, here is the question on the beginning of the conversation. I got two. Well, you know what? I just gonna do it this way. Everybody might agree with me with this, but I want to see what everybody take is. David, go to you. Who is the one key person to you that's gonna be the pivotal point of this series?
I'm gonna say a combination. I'm gonna say a combination. It's definitely gonna be Luca and Kyrie. I say Luca because like Rob said, Rob, like Rob said about Luca. Luca, he He's doing his thing. Kyrie, this is a vengeance. This is vengeance for Kyrie right now to beat Boston. You know what I'm saying? The way they did him and everything. So I sit there and say it's a combination of Luka and Kyrie together, right along with if PJ Washington, Derek Lively, and Daniel Gafford could get 10 to
Well, I
15
said
points.
one.
I
No,
know. It's a mid.
he said
I
a
mean,
combo of Luke and Kyrie, but he's explaining why he's saying the combo.
Okay, I got
right,
you.
right. Thank you, Rob. You know, but if you PJ Washington, Derek Lively, and Daniel Gafford, and
You're
even I
talking
like even
about a
that do Hardy
Spartacus
from the
fist.
bench, they could.
Yeah.
If
Let me
if
see.
don't role players step up, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna say on one part, I'm gonna say Luke and Kyrie is gonna be the difference, but I also want to say the bench because Boston don't have a bench like Dallas do.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ashley, I'm going to throw it to you next.
Okay. Same question.
Yep, same question.
Yep.
Um, I'm going to have to say it's not a person, but a collective, and the benches are going to make the difference in this final. Period. I don't believe that it's just going to be Luka, Kyrie, Jason, or Jalen. Although, and I have said this, and y'all can mark me on this. I said Jalen Brown has been the most pivotal player on the Celtics. He
Yes,
has
she has.
changed the morale of that team. And if in my opinion, if you ask me who the leader of that team is, it's
Jalen
Jalen
Brown.
Brown.
Jalen Brown. Mm-hmm.
It's Jalen Brown. He is the rumbler tumbler up in there.
He's the engine.
He's the engine. When you need a bucket, even though Jason Tatum is gifted, but if you need that hustle bucket,
Yeah, Jalen gonna
right
give it to you.
for the Celtics, it's Jalen Brown. It is nobody else but Jalen Brown. I
I
think
agree.
I think their biggest they're gonna run into is gonna be size, and without Porzingis, that's gonna be a huge struggle for them.
He's scheduled to play.
Yeah, but nevertheless, he's not gonna be 100%.
No, 100% though.
And 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 I like where you went with it because here's where you could throw it to me because that's my key player that I'm thinking of in this damn series. That guy right there. Who you
Mm-hmm.
just said?
Porzingis, but when you got
That
Porzingis,
guy right there.
when you
Hey,
got
before I throw it to you two, here's
yeah,
why for me. Rob, I know you will agree with me with this. You got Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford.
stop right
Two
there.
bangers. Bruises.
Say
They
that second
bruises.
one again, because he been nasty with it these last few games.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got two of them that look like they can average double doubles together with Kyrie and Luca
Luka.
having 6+ assists a game. Okay? So you telling me Al Horford gonna be able to bang with them two?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Eh,
not.
eh. I said Porzingis is the key to this series. Because if Porzingis is compromised or is not 100%, Boston will not get
Look, they
17.
not win. They would not win. They would not win. They not gonna win. I don't think they're gonna win. I think Dallas in
It's
6.
17 they're going for, right? Am I right? 17?
18. 18.
8. They're tied.
18.
18?
They
Well,
tied
they're
with the
not going to
Lakers.
get, oh, they're trying to tie with the Lakers. They're not going to get it. That is the key person to me in this series.
Uh
I'm not making my prediction. I'm just saying without him.
Way along with.
You said who's going to be the key person of the series? I'm going to give you a clue. It is not none of the players.
Oh, you might be where I'm going.
Jason Kidd.
Ding.
Jason Kidd is the key. Let me help you out. Do you know that he is 2-4 against the Celtics in his coaching career? Do you know that Jason Kidd has a sub 500 record against the Celtics in his coaching career? Jason Kidd has something to prove. That was it. I'm not worried about Luka. I'm not worried about Kyrie. I'm not worried about Jason or Jaylen Brown or Porzingis or the two young centers. Coaching is going to be good. And Jason Kidd is going to be the sit-around contention.
There you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm rolling with Antonio with this because you got two head coaches. As coaches, they've never been here before.
No.
One has.
As a player,
and Jason, he did that with the Nets and Dallas.
And that's all you need. You need is somebody that has been in this spot before, who knows the in and outs, knows what the rhythm is. Mike can get a little bumpy, but can stay in course and keep the team calm and relevant. And if there's two guys, and mind you, if there's two guys that can do it, one is the head coach, and one is the only one that has got a championship as a player.
Fourth quarter beast. That's what I call him.
I'll trust. I can look in this particular stage. I can trust Kyrie on this one.
Yo, this is Avengers. This is gonna be Avengers series for him because he got it out for Boston.
He might got it out for Boston.
You got to think, bro. But Kyrie might. Go ahead.
As much as I think there'll be a few games he'll take that out of, but I think Kyrie is going to be what he has been this entire year, a team player.
Yeah.
Whatever it's needed to get the job done, Kyrie is going to do. I don't see where we're going to see old Kyrie where he might do it maybe one or two times in this series. We'll see a glimpse of the old Kyrie where he just takes off and go bananas just like he did. Mind you, game one of the conference finals, we saw old Kyrie. Glimpse. And we saw what old Kyrie can do.
But now, you know why that happened, right?
Exactly.
Because Edwards ran his mouth.
That's it. It can happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not predicting it ain't going to happen. I believe it is going to happen.
He's in Cancun regretting that right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
I really believe it's going to happen. Don't get me wrong. I know it's going to happen at least once in this series. But I think Kyrie is going to be like he has been. He's going to be the team player where Luka would get his. Then when he goes down, Kyrie's going to get his. And then by the end of the fourth quarter, by the fourth quarter, both are going to get theirs. And then you better hope that you can stop either one of them one-on-one because.
But then you stop them. You got to stop that front court. And that front court, that's Ali. My fault. Hold on. That's another thing that's gonna play a big part in this series too. The front court. Dallas have big bodies. Dallas have bigger bodies than Boston do when it comes to the front court. The last team that had the finals that this remind me of is the Lakers in Detroit. Detroit was the underdog against LA when Detroit won the chip, but Detroit had big bodies that wore down Shaq. You understand what I mean? Ben Wallace was undersized center, but he blocked Shaq. Caught everybody off guard. Then you had Rashid. Then you had Corliss Williamson. You had Tayshaun Prince. You had these tall, big bodies that made a difference against the Lakers. And Dallas has that in the front court. TJ Washington 6'10".
Kleber is back on the lineup.
TJ Washington 6'10". Derek Lively almost 7 foot. Daniel Gafford almost 7 foot.
I like Maxi Kleber.
I told y'all. I said if they can make it to the finals and get him back going, this could be. Look, having
Kleber's another one. Yeah,
letting him go was already a bad sign as it is for Boston because they have not seen Kleber since the first round of the Clipper series, and he was doing fine in that series until he got hurt. So now you have him back just in case if Derek Lively and Gafford get into foul trouble. Now you still got another big that can go out and space out and shoot, but also can protect the rim.
Yeah,
and that's going to be.
I want to see what Joe out. And to be honest with you, I want to see how game one really is, because it can go two ways in game one. With all the rest they've had, this could be a high scoring game, or with the rest, it can be a very low scoring game. It
I
can
say
go
low.
either way.
Yeah,
I say low.
Hold on a second, but like I said, Dallas got their big
Let
team.
me let Low go first. I know Ashley wants to say
Oh,
something. Go ahead, Low.
You talking about the print? You talking about the pick and the keys to the game, to the series? Well, let me do it right now.
Say something.
Let's go. We're gonna go and pick them right now. Look here for the Boston.
Let me let Ashley say what she wanted to say. Go ahead, Ashley.
Oh, go ahead, Ashley.
So, I mean, all of this reverts back, like what I was just saying, to the others. I think for me, I think it's going to be a very aggressive game. I think the first game is going to be a battle of the threes, because this rim is going to be stupid protected. Okay, they know if they try to drive it downhill, you got Derek Lively, who is like rumble tumbling, cartwheeling, and flipping at the rim, and Gafford is liable to send you to the rafters. So when you've got those two guarding the rim, like, who wants to come on the inside? I think that and the Celtics, aren't they the number one three shooting team in the league?
Yeah, but they live and die by it. I don't think this is going to be the series.
They suffer with the Duke disease.
Yeah.
Right. But then
I'll let you pick, Ashley. Go ahead and pick your series.
And then for me, honestly, I'm kind of perplexed as to who I want to pick.
That's exactly what I was gonna go with.
I need to see how this first game is gonna go for me to really make a determination.
Well, we was about to make predictions now, so what is it?
I don't have
What does your heart tell you right now?
This time there's no running.
Honestly, really, I don't. I have no dog in this fight, so therefore I really haven't paid it too much mind.
Y'all don't.
Like I said, my advantages for Dallas, if all that if Jason Kidd, like we said about Jason Kidd, if he's a coach, but as a coach, he gotta trust his players to execute his schemes. If his schemes work out, Dallas gonna win that in 6.
Okay, so they picked Dallas in 6.
Yeah,
Ashley on the fence. The keys to the game in this finals is this: for the Celtics, defensive rebounds. That's going to be the keys to set for them to win the series. But for Dallas, push that pace, aka run them to death. That's going to be a key. Because lately, when it comes to push the pace or run them to death, Boston struggles. And then Porzingis can be compromised in that run to death mode, along with old man Horford. They can be compromised and run to death. So, and on top of that, Dallas have 3 big men, and 2 of them are young. So, with that being said, I live and breathe with the Mavericks in 6. If Mavericks push that pace, like they did against the Wolves, like they did against the Clippers, and like they did against who's the other team? OKC. And OKC is young, but Dallas pushed them to push that pace, make them run give them their own medicine. I see Mavericks winning in 6.
They couldn't take it. Yep. Wolf agree with me. Oh, shucks.
I'm going to give keys to both sides. I'll start with Dallas first.
Okay.
Still one on the road. This is the one team that does not do well on their own home floor in the playoffs.
Facts.
I don't understand it. You were
No,
dominant
they do
at
not.
home. You were dominant at home in the regular season, but in the playoffs, you have been. That's where all your losses have came from.
Game
All your
2.
losses
They've
came
been
from.
losing game 2. Not game
Yeah,
1, but they
always
losing game 2.
is always have a dominant game 1, or yeah, it was a dominant game 1, and then they have a bad game 2, the first 2 rounds. Now the last round they figured it out and they didn't lose, but game 1 was so damn close that we had to go into overtime and figure it out. So if I'm Dallas, just take 1 in Boston. You can figure it out when you go back to Dallas, but the objective is to get 1. If you can get 2, you will be overachieving. But if you get 1, which
they did it with Minnesota,
you got to get 1.
They did do it with Minnesota. Anything if they could do it with Minnesota, they could do it with Boston.
They did.
Minnesota is more of a threat than Boston is.
Yeah. Now Boston, this is no shade on y'all because this is just how your cards were dealt. This is the toughest task you're gonna ever have. This is the toughest task.
Yes,
It's always
Absolutely.
But as tough as this is, you were in the same space 2 years ago with roughly the same group, except for a few pieces. But even with the few pieces that you got, they were in that. Well, one was in this boat 3 years ago and got a chip out of it.
Holiday.
So, if I got to rest on my morals, my morals tell me that I'm a Western Conference guy and I will always root for the Western Conference to win a championship because I'm a Spurs guy.
Oh, Lord.
So am I.
Oh, Lord.
But
Spurs?
Yeah, love the Spurs since '99. But if there's one team in Dallas I cannot stand, if there is one,
don't do it. Don't you do it.
One.
Hey, y'all asked me to be good. You better be good, Rob.
When there's one team in the state of Texas I cannot stand,
that can't win.
I'm talking about. Now I ain't talking about them. I'm talking. This is just strictly basketball. I look.
Oh, strictly basketball. Okay, I thought you talking about my boy.
Oh no.
Not yet.
First of all, the city.
We're talking about basketball.
I love the city of Dallas.
The association.
They've been cursed. And unfortunately, they're about to suffer the other curse of the Dallas Mavericks because they've been affected by the other team that's been down there that cannot win, and I can't stand that team. And here's the funny part about it. And you don't know this, and Antonio do. I can't stand the Dallas Mavericks. We've had history with the Dallas Mavericks from the 2000s. I would never like the Dallas Mavericks. I would never like them when they had Steve Nash and Dirk. I'll never like them when they had Kidd.
What a combination!
I've never liked the Dallas Mavericks. I hate my cousin. I hate my cousin to this day because he's a Dallas Mavericks fan. I can't stand it.
We went to war with Dallas Mavericks back in the early days.
I can deal with Houston, but I can't stand Dallas. And even to this day, as much as they're representing the Western Conference Finals, that does not change. It doesn't change how I feel about them. So unfortunately, for my hatred for them, my hatred forced me to go the opposite way. And I'm going to take this Boston Celtics in 7 because I believe outside of my hatred for them, that experience for what happened to them in 2022 when a team called the Golden State Warriors celebrated champagne and campaign on their floor, they don't want to do this again. They don't want to suffer that heartbreak once more. Look, 2 times in 3 years, they ain't trying to deal with that. They're not trying to deal with that again, especially with Tatum and Brown. You let one slip away and gave it to Steph Curry. I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to say this right here, and I'm going to say this right now. If Boston slip up and let Dallas take this one, I promise you, one of the two is gone.
And Joe Mazzulla is on notice.
No, he ain't on notice yet.
No. Oh my God.
I'm going to give you the reason why I'm not putting Joe on notice. because Joe and Ime have been was in the same spot 2 years ago, and they were favorites to win. And it would not surprise me. It don't matter. Ime, look. I told y'all this in the pre-show. I'm going to tell y'all this live. If you put Ime's resume and Joe's resume from a full year one, they are right where they both are. Both guys in full year ones took their Celtics teams to the NBA Finals.
I
One has
understand
lost.
what you're saying.
One has lost. And remember, when his loss happened, if it really wasn't for the fact that the organization found some dirt on him, he'd still be there right now.
Okay, listen.
That part.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. How I feel
That
is
part.
this. I'm not saying that he deserves to be fired.
But you have said if they don't win,
he's
gonna get fired.
No, listen to Bob. Let me speak. Hold on. I'm not saying he deserves to be fired. Ashley is right. And this is why she's right. The fact is not the fact that we want him fired. Is I'm telling you the organization is gonna want to fire him. It ain't gonna be right to you, but I'm telling you what that organization is gonna do just because of storylines and what they're supposed to have done. I'm telling you, he is going to be on notice if they don't get it done. And you know who going to be, and being that we talking about predictions, I'm going to tell you who's going to be a key player in this series. Sister, you said Jaylen Brown is the leader of the team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? Jason Tatum, if you don't do something behind him,
Yeah. Problem.
I mean, if you really look at it, look who's performing in the clutch.
Wait. Ain't Dallas the number one defense? Was the number one defense in the league? Or in the top
No,
five?
no, they're like
They
they're
were
like,
number one. They were number one going into the
Playoffs.
final. Yeah, starting the playoffs.
well, yeah, but
They were the number one team, but the
I know they're
overall
top
number
10. I know they're top 10 in offense.
Yeah.
No, they were definitely top 10 in offense, and they definitely top 5 in defense. They were.
Now probably yes, but right before the season ended, they were probably top 10. I don't think they were top 5 yet.
Okay.
But
I understand. See, like everybody has said, and I go keep it simple for you. Boston, your cakewalk is over. Your little vacation, your little easy street to the finals, it's over now. Because you're about to face some dogs.
Politics.
I think they've been ready for this. That's my thing. I think they've been waiting.
About to face some dogs. I understand what you're saying. But I'm telling you what I feel. Luka is playing like he is on a mission.
Yeah.
And by the way, if we want to go ahead and talk about who had the tougher path to get to where we at right now,
we all
easily can say Dallas.
That's easy.
So Dallas had to face at least 3 set of dogs over there, who all at one point, all of them, Dallas dealt with all of them at one point. Everybody said that they was a favorite. Remember, everybody was talking about the Clippers being a favorite. You saw how that worked out. They were talking about OKC being a favorite. You see how that worked out. And then after the champ, and after Denver defeated by Minnesota, you see how they went ahead and talked about Minnesota thinking about winning the title. You see how that ended up being, right? So now we're here in Dallas. Dallas comes against Boston. Last time Boston came up here, Curry went ahead and put his feet on their couch and put mud all over it in 6 games. right?
Yep.
So you know what I think will happen? Rob, you the only one.
Not yet. Somebody's perplexed, but okay.
Well, I don't. She gonna have to be perplexed. I would tell you my pick is. I think this guy by the name by that came from the place of Slovenia. Ever since, remember, he was in his league at a young age of 12, won a title. 16, won a title. 25, guess what? He's about to win another one.
He gonna win the
He's
title.
about to win a title
He know
in
how to win. He know
3
how to win.
different leagues. Luca will
Oh
arrive.
yeah, that's a good politics right there too.
Kyrie gonna help
I ain't
him.
think about that. Right.
Kyrie gonna help him. Mark Cuban gonna have more investment money. And the Dallas Mavericks is gonna do something that they haven't done since 2002. Am I correct?
11.
11.
2000? I was close.
And 11.
11.
Oh,
2011.
see, I was a year off. Oh, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
I was 9 years off. Okay. Give me the Mavericks. But unfortunately, just because of my boy down there that want to talk about politics, it's going to take 7 games to do it.
Let me get this straight.
Another team is good. Another team is going to go up in Boston's couch.
Hell no.
Yeah, why not?
Nah.
Hold on. If you want to go politics, let me give you another reason why Boston isn't going to win this in the politics world. Who just passed this past year? They just
Bill Walton.
Not
Bill
only
Walton.
him. Not only him. Somebody bigger. Somebody bigger than that.
Bill Russell.
Since you want to go to the politics world,
And the trophy is named after him.
Spreading all over this place. On every stadium that's in the building. And Jersey.
Yeah.
You really think that the politics of the NBA gods are going to let not only Bill Walton, who was a great 6-man for the Celtics, but the ultimate Celtics,
The pioneer.
that looks just like us,
The pioneer.
not see number 18 go up on the banners? Politic-wise, you lost your damn mind.
Yeah.
You lost your mind on that one.
I give you that part on that part.
Bill Russell and Bill Walton die within a calendar year apart and not see the Celtics get a championship? Exactly. The script is probably set for it to happen.
No, the script is probably set for them to lose.
No, I think the script is set for them to win because of one person and one person only. And he's the ultimate X factor in this series. Scott Foster. We need to figure out when he comes into play.
Game 5.
And if he does, and it's back in Boston, Dallas is screwed.
You know what I'm saying? Game 5.
And you know it because we see him do it to almost every team that's favored. Speaking of favorites, one thing you were kind of misled about when it comes to Dallas being favored. Dallas was favored actually in the OKC series to win it all, to win their series, because Vegas had them favored. Everybody else thought OKC, but the majority of the people thought Dallas was going to win that series. And also in the Minnesota series, Dallas was still favored to win the series. Not by much, but they still picked Dallas because of the fact of the Luka and Kyrie. Even Vegas had them. I was even pissed off because Minnesota was still a plus, and I took their plus to win the series. That didn't happen. This is the first time all series long, probably ever since the Clipper series, Dallas has been an underdog. And the last time they were underdogs, all what happened when they did the Clips. So that can work in your favor. But if you throw politics into it, Oh no, this is scripted for the Celtics 18. They've been talking about 18 for them ever since what? Friday. And we're on Monday. And they're still talking about 18 right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
But
see.
yes, Scott Foster is the ultimate difference maker. And whenever he comes into play, just know whatever away team it is, you're screwed for the day. Because he loves home teams and he loves a good storyline.
Wait. Don't forget about Tony Brothers.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't worry. And you know what's funny? Tony's probably going is going to ref game 1. Tony Brothers might do game 1.
Yeah.
And probably by game 5. Look, I guarantee you this: if there's a game 7 in Boston,
Scott Foster and Tony Brothers gonna work both of them games.
every time there has been a game 7 in the NBA Finals, there's only one ref that has been there more than Donahue, and it's Scott Foster. So if there's a game 7 in Boston, you can kiss your Dallas dreams goodbye. So if I were you better book Dallas.
Maybe.
You better book Dallas in 6, because if we got to go to 7 back in Boston, outside of probably what? Golden State. Yeah, Golden State is probably the last team that has walked into Boston Garden in a game 7 and won. Find me the other. It's so hard. You got to take it.
Wait. Say that again. Say that last part. Golden State what?
Golden State is the last team to walk into a Boston arena in a game in an NBA Finals and won a championship. The last other team I could think of off the top of my head is those 80s Lakers that's walked into Boston Garden and won an NBA title. Don't think it's easy going in there and winning it. It ain't.
So now my next subject is going to be very, 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 very serious, and I'm very, very pissed off. So I'll tell you why I'm pissed off. And y'all gonna figure it out. Michael Pittman just got paid $70 million. Mm-hmm.
You don't need to say anything. I already know.
Silence! Nico Collins got $72 million, right? Yeah. That's some money. Hey, David, shut up! You have absolutely.
I ain't saying nothing.
Shut up. Can I continue, please?
Yes, Lee.
The only person that can talk right, the only people that's allowed to talk is my other 2 compadres. You have nothing to say. You shut up. Now, while I continue, before I was rudely interrupted, can I continue the rest of 3 of y'all, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Devontae Smith got some money, right, Rob? And Lone Wolf, he got some money?
Who got some money? Yep.
$75 million, Devontae Smith? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got some money. Jalen Waddle. How about Jalen Waddle? He got some money? Yeah, he got some money. Yeah. Hey, $84 million, man. Ain't that something, Lone Wolf?
Continue.
Yo, don't worry. Hey, there's more. How about Amon-Ra St. Brown? Did he get some money?
Yeah, I think he got about what, $90-some million?
Rob, did Amon-Ra St. Brown got some money? Thank you. I'll take another yes. $120 million guaranteed money, man. $120 million. Huh? Yeah. How about AJ Brown? AJ Brown?
Yeah.
AJ Brown got some money, Rob. He got some money. Yeah, he got some money. Lone Wolf, he got some money?
100%, right? Absolutely got some money.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave him almost $100 million. $96 million. Yeah. Oh, hey, how about the one that I love to talk about the most? The one that we just talked about today. Ashley, did Stinky Gritty got paid today?
Lip you?
Huh?
Oh,
They
the
left
Stinky?
you paid today?
Lip you? Indeed he did. They backed up the Brinks truck.
No. Oh, no, they paid him $140 million.
Damn.
That's not just the Brinks truck. They backed up all the trucks. Brinks,
Yeah.
who were the other ones?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
Yep.
$35 million average per season for Stinky Gritty.
Lip you.
And out of that 140, 110 is fully guaranteed.
My God.
80% of his money is fully his.
Hold on a second. Oh, by the way, of that.
Wait. I wasn't. Hey, Lone Wolf. I wasn't done.
Okay.
I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Calvin Ridley. Rob, you know Calvin Ridley? The one who was gambling? The one who was gambling? Lone Wolf, you know the one who was gambling? Who was
got
playing on
suspended for
FanDuel and DraftKings?
Yeah, the one that got suspended for a whole year because he wanted to spend $2,000
for the year, came back, went to
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, had a pretty 1,000-yard season, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
Pro bowler.
Pro bowler.
Yeah,
And Rob, even though Tennessee didn't pay him, even though Jacksonville didn't pay him, did Tennessee pay him?
They sure did. They sure did.
By the way, they paid him
92 mil.
Yep.
92 mil, 4 years.
Yep. 4 years, $92 million. $92 million. No. Lone Wolf, come back. I need you here, sir.
Hold on 1 second.
Come back here. Sit down. Come sit down. Hurry
All
up.
these people you mentioned, yeah, they look. Yeah. Every last one of them.
Every last one of them, right?
Yep.
I didn't miss nobody. I named all the one that got some money, right?
Yeah, you did. You missed one more. He's not a receiver, but he did get paid. Travis Kelce got paid.
Oh, well,
Travis Kelce got paid.
Well, hey, Rob. He's the best tight end in the league.
I know, but he plays receiver too. But I want him in the receiver's love because we're going to see him on Netflix soon. But to answer your question,
he got paid.
He
got paid too.
Yep.
Deservedly so.
Hold on. We did miss one. We did miss one more.
Yeah.
Even though he's on a whole new team, but he technically got paid, fully guaranteed, for 1 year. Guy by the name Stephon Diggs, he got a $26 million deal, fully guaranteed for 1 year, that they wiped off just so he could be a free agent next year. So guess what? He can get paid. But for right now, he deserves that.
David, how you doing?
I'm great.
You sure?
I'm great.
Are you sure?
He's melting.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm
you
all right.
you know where I'm going with this, right, my friend?
Everybody knows where he's going with this. But go ahead.
See. Listen, I can understand about Jamar Chase because Jamar Chase gonna get paid. Somebody's gonna end up being left out in Cincinnati because they're gonna put all that money in Joe Burrow. But you, sir, y'all have, I will repeat, right now, today is June 3rd. Right? I think for the last year, right? For the last year, I've been talking about this, Rob, Lola, Ash, for a year. And
Longer than that. 2.
And today is June 3rd, the year of our Lord 2024.
Yup.
And yet, has any one of the three got paid?
Survey says, Rob,
I
give me that
mean,
buzzer.
as we know, Micah, they gave. Yeah.
Survey says,
Nope.
and
Oh,
no,
hold
Cowboys,
on. Rob,
They didn't.
no.
Oh,
there you go.
hell no.
There you go. So,
And by the way, hold on a second. Let me give you the number, David. Y'all got $9.5 million in cap space.
Yeah. Yeah.
my boy.
It's gonna trust me. They got more than that. That's what they got showing. They got more than that.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Jerry gonna have to he gonna have to back up. He gonna have to back up his his own brink stroke he got. For real. Cause the more they wait with CD, well, the more as far as the wide receivers, the more they wait with trying to sign CD, the more his gonna go higher.
You know what me, Rob, and Lone Wolf favorite saying is, yesterday's price
Ain't the day's
Never be
price.
today's price.
Ain't today's
It will
price.
never be today's price.
Absolutely not. And that's the problem with Jerry Jones. He's stuck in yesterday's price because the way how he signed and Michael Irvin and them. No, the players went up, way up. So I don't know what he's gonna do, but I say this. I say this. He definitely gonna give Micah his contract. Hope he gives CD his too. That's
Lone
all I
Wolf,
can
you
hope.
just said they have
He
$9
already did.
million in cap
He
space.
already made some dumb decisions in the offseason already.
Y'all
Was
only have
that,
$9
sir?
million in cap space, and y'all have to spread.
Well,
Y'all
correction.
have to manage to give 3 of your top players top 2 or 1 money. CD Lamb wants number 1 money.
Absolutely.
Micah Parsons deserves number 1
Number
money.
one money. Absolutely. I agree.
Dak Prescott, I gonna be honest, he ain't playing like he deserved to get top 5 money. But
But
unfortunately, due to his
his
market,
stats don't show it. But his stats do show it. His stats show it. But not his
and
IQ as a quarterback does.
so what? So are we going by what he do in the regular season or what he do in the playoffs? Because I thought you make your money in the playoffs.
You do make your money in the playoffs. You do.
And my fellow brothers, what has Dak Prescott done in the playoffs?
Absolutely nothing.
Hadn't got to the conference finals.
Conference final. Yeah.
You said what? You said what have they done?
Man, listen. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, prayer works.
Pray.
Prayer works.
Pray.
Prayer, all I can do is pray right there. That's what I can say about my boys. When it comes to that's all I can say.
David, honey.
He turned into David and the Lion.
Listen.
David and the Lions, then. That's what he's at.
Listen, the only prayer you need to be doing is praying at the eulogy of
Sir Jerry Jones.
Sir Jerry Jones, because that's the only way.
He said that to
That is the only way. The next time y'all will touch a the next time y'all touch the Lombardi will be when Jerry Jones is touching the hem of the Lord's garment. That'll be next time. Otherwise, it ain't happening. Y'all first.
Now,
You know,
this is
so
the
so
part that
so so sad, but true,
no,
sis.
hold on,
So sad, but
hold
it's
on.
true, sis. You ain't lying.
This is the part that bugs me, David. I just had, of course, me. I just had to look this up. Do you not understand? You have 7 players, key players, by the way, that are on their final years of their contracts. 7,
Yeah.
7 of them. I'll just read the 7 just for the hell of it. Let's see. We got, in the words of Antonio, Rain Dakota Prescott, number 1. We got Demarcus Lawrence. We got
Ooh,
Brandon Cook.
boy.
We got Zach Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then you could throw in a bone and just throw a Trey Lance on there. That's just for funs and giggles.
Yeah.
That's a fun and giggle one. But then of course then we have CD Lamb, which is the number one topic out of everybody. You got CD
Yeah.
Lamb. Oh, then by the way, you got Chauncey Golston that's on his last year of his contract. So now you have one part of defense gonna be gone and one part of the offense is gonna be gone until you figure it out. You better
Right.
hope you sign Jake Ferguson because he ends in 2025, and you better hope
Right.
you can get him then because if not, you're really going to be screwed.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of other guys, but they're just mostly backup players. But those main people I just named, those are the ones that's your stable in both offense and defense, let alone the quarterback and the wide receiver,
Mm-hmm.
and then your 2 defensive stars. I haven't got the Micah yet because Micah they gave him his opt year, so he's there for one more year. But you
He
better
got
hope you.
one more year. He got one more year. He's good. Yeah.
Oh, and then I forgot the name. The other ones I forgot the name. Oh, you forgot your head coach. Head coach is on a 1-year deal. Offensive
Oh
coordinator is on.
hell, he gone. He gone. Listen. He gonna be gone.
But this,
Bill Belichick will be there next year.
you can grab Bill all you want, but if Bill don't have a team, Bill is not going to walk through that door. I don't care what you got to do to persuade him. If you do not have a
Uh,
stable quarterback in that
I think. I
position,
think. I
I,
think. Real talk. Real talk. I think
you
Bill
really
would.
think Bill want? You really think Bill would want to deal with that mess?
if he gets full, here's the thing: if he gets full control,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta agree with
Him
you for that.
and the best part is him and Zimmer. Him and Zimmer. They have a great relationship with each
Zimmer
other.
ain't gonna be there. Guarantee you, Zimmer's not gonna be there.
Uh, uh,
Belichick will have
uh,
his he'll have his old group back together again. It will be the same group that he's had.
Hell.
Only difference
Hell.
is
Hell. Tom Brady might come to the Cowboys.
hello?
Brady is no.
Uh,
No.
no.
Hey,
you heard what I
But
said?
Frederick,
um,
Frederick, Frederick.
yeah,
Ali,
Can you put him in timeout for
thank you.
saying that?
yeah.
Timeout corner.
Timeout.
Timeout.
He's in timeout.
You're in timeout. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go first.
He's 60
2
seconds
minutes.
of
Tom Brady
timeout.
2
might come
minutes.
out in
No.
time and play for the Cowboys.
No. 2 minutes.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you. That asinine thing he just said. That is
You heard him he talking about your boy.
first of all,
Goat talk.
the GOAT will never put on anything that is red, white, and blue related, not even for a second. Unless the only red, white, and blue he will ever put back on is the New England Patriots. And he ain't even going to do that anymore because the only thing
Uh,
he's going to be worrying about is a suit and tie. And by the way, have fun with him because if there's anybody that's going to dissect your offense just as much as Tony Romo has, it's Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. because he's going to dissect your offense and defense the first week when you play the Cleveland Browns.
Play against the Browns. Mm-hmm.
By the way, have fun with that.
And he's trying to tighten up his image after
After the roast,
because that roast did not go over well with his family, nor did it go over well with like Giselle, with his mom, his family.
Nobody liked that.
Nobody liked that roast. That roast did not, and even members of his personal management team
told him no.
Said that was like a very poorly done decision for him.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
With some people knowing what they know about him, it could have went even further left.
Plus, unless Dallas society wants to pay match the money that he's making from the NFL from Fox, there's no way he's coming off the booth. You can go ahead and kiss that. You can enjoy that dream.
David.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on a second.
David.
Hold on a second.
I'm listening.
David, let me
Yes.
inform you something real quick. CeeDee Lamb is in his final year of his contract. He's about to make almost $18 million in his 5th-year option. Oh, by the way, in 2025, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. On the
He ain't
cap
gonna wait
hit
that long. He ain't gonna wait
is
that long.
7%. I'm sorry. May I go further? Michael Parsons is making $5 million this year.
Oh,
Not much
Lord.
of a cap hit. But guess what?
Lord.
Next year, he's going to make $21 million.
Oh yeah.
With a cap hit of 7.8%. Oh yeah. Yeah. So y'all so Jerry Jones is on the money. Oh, and by the way, I expect Zach Martin and DeMarcus Lawrence to walk.
I think they might retire.
Might retire one or two.
One of them might. I don't think the other one will.
Yeah, so one of them two is going to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, get ready for rebuilding.
Oh yeah. I ain't saying much.
And may I go? Hold on a second. May I go a little further with Rain Dakota Prescott? If I was you, I would take a hometown discount. That's what I would do if I was Rain Dakota Prescott. Do a Tom Brady and take a pay cut. Because last time I checked, if you want top 5, top 10 money, you guys show me some top 10 performance. And Rain Dakota Prescott has not shown anything of a top 10 performance. He haven't got to the conference championship not one time in his glorious 8 years. Well, this is 9 seasons coming up. In 9 years coming up.
Wait. In the season, yes. In the season, yes. In the playoffs, no. Besides that game against Tampa Bay.
Listen.
I say conference finals. I didn't say nothing about.
Hey, listen to me. No. Hey, guys, stop this. Stop the presses. Look, let's cut the bullshit right now. No, I do not give 2 shits what Dak Prescott do in the regular season. I don't care.
But we're going to hell.
You want to talk about my quarterback who has won 7 of 10 rings. Don't you dare talk about him want to join your stinking stench.
I'm saying, I'll just say,
my boy is, shut your face. He is enjoying his multi 10 plus figure contract with Fox. And he's going to enjoy himself up there in the booth, breaking down your shitty ass.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Leave my quarterback alone. He will be on commentary. Let him stay there. He has nothing to prove to nobody in this league. Thank you.
The fact that they're hosting the Super Bowl this year. You keep forgetting. Fox has the Super Bowl this year. That means Tom is going to call the Super Bowl. You really think he wants to call a Super Bowl and y'all are relevant? Hell no, absolutely not. His first championship, and here's the ironic part about it: his first championship was guess where? In New Orleans. It's the Rams. How full circle come back right around, and his first commentary Super Bowl.
It's gonna be in New Orleans.
Leave my quarterback alone.
And pay your guys.
Perfectly fine as a single man.
Yeah, pay your guys.
Pay
your
boys.
Pay your guys.
I don't need TB12 nowhere and no gridiron. You, however, pay people because all 3 of them, they're due this year. They're due.
That's true. That is true.
All the people I named all went ahead and got their contracts in year 3.
Here's what I predicted. Here's what I
See,
predicted for you,
stay
David.
keep it.
Here's what I predicted for you, David, with the
I'm listening.
Cowboys.
Before we go, can we go ahead and just do the next installation of the NFL, and let's go ahead and deal with the NFC East?
Oh, as far as
Since we're here.
We forgot about the schedule.
Yeah, since we're here, can we go ahead and just do an installment of see who? Let's get the NFC East out the way since he's already here.
Yeah, let me go and pull up the schedule myself.
Okay. We're not gonna do that.
Oh, boo.
We're gonna do something else.
Oh yeah, we got so.
Hold on. I got you. Now we're predicting everybody's who they think will win the whole thing.
Division.
So
let's just do divisions first.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, for the NFC East, if it ain't the Philadelphia Eagles, I don't know who else.
Fair.
I'm not gonna play around. Jalen Hurts and them is in a Super Bowl or bust situation after how they looked last year. They went ahead and got Big Fangio. They went ahead and got Kellen Moore. There ain't no excuse. The wide receivers, they got better weapons. Jalen Hurts got his money. Everybody's got their money. Offensive line should still be decent. Even though the ones that retire, they still should look decent enough to go on a deep playoff run by winning this division. Right. If Philly don't get 12 this season, it is a failure, and somebody gonna pay the price. Nick Sirianni.
Yep.
Now that's a coach that needs to get fired out.
When did the
notice?
Oh yeah. And also, CJ Gardner came back home, so that back defense should have no excuse.
No, them cornerbacks on the Eagles them two cornerbacks that they picked up, the one from Toledo and Cooper DeJean, they are beasts. They were beasts in college. Now you're in the pros. I want to see how them two gonna play with each other, because that's gonna be, that dude from Toledo is a beast. And Michael Parsons wanted Dallas to get him, and Eagles had the pick before Dallas, and Dallas dumb. And then Dallas dumb. Well, what hurted me was we could have got Xavier Worthy. We traded our pick. Remember, we was on the phone. We was on the phone. We was on live. Dallas, I was like, yeah, I'm on hype. And they're like, Dallas is a trade in. Dallas traded to move back and give Kansas City the pick. What the fuck? Excuse me, what the fuck are you doing, Jerry? You could have got one of the, damn, you can't get a defensive player. You could have got a good offensive player. We need playmakers. But we did get a good left tackle from Oklahoma. Dude is good. But like I said, getting back to the Eagles, they do got a good secondary. I just want to see how them two guys. I want to see how them two new guys on the team play, especially that one from Toledo, because he's a beast. Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be dangerous.
So here's my thing when it comes to the Eagles. Kellen Moore's offense is not as perplexed, but it is pass happy. That's not what the Eagles are.
Nope.
It's quarterback happy. Because you gotta remember Kellen Moore. You know why? Because Kellen Moore was a scrambler and a passer when he was at Boise State. He built his playbook all around a quarterback.
Well,
and Jalen Hurts, and I ain't gonna lie, Jalen, he fits that. He gonna fit Kellen Moore's scheme.
He'll fit it I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be rough at first because you got to remember, out of all the teams that made adjustments, this is a team that made arguably one of the most adjustments, especially when you're adding the running back of what they've acquired.
Yeah,
This is going
fact.
to be a little different now because now he really has a true running back. I like Swift. Don't be wrong. I like Swift. I actually love Gainwell. But Saquon is a different beast.
Yeah, that's a different
Saquon
element.
is
Yeah.
a real different beast. Look,
If
Saquon to the Eagles.
Yes, he is.
if he
Saquon
stay
to the
healthy,
Eagles. Look,
if
Saquon
he
to the
stay if
Eagles. Saquon to the Eagles is just like Derrick Henry to the Ravens. It's a big upgrade, and you gotta fit them before they fit you.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
I gotta give
That's
give
true.
this some time. I'm not saying that the Eagles are not going to win it. I think they still should win it. But if there's one team out of that group that is a very good distraction for them, is one of the
Commanders.
is one that is.
The
That's the team.
Well,
Commandos.
Wow.
we know you ain't gonna say my boys, but
Yeah.
you gonna say
Well,
the
Oh,
Commanders.
no.
I have a real good reason why I like the Commanders with this bunch now. You got to remember,
I got a reason why I like them too. They got majority of our damn players from Dallas.
not just that, but I
No.
believe they've cleaned all house out there, and they kept some of the guys that actually made them fit to where Jaden Daniels is not really coming there to a whole new system where you're wondering, what am I going to get? You still
Right.
got players there that can make a good run for your money. The
Yeah.
defense, we all know their defense is going to be intact because of what Dan Quinn is going to bring to that defense now. We already know that this Washington defense is going to be different. The offense is going to be tremendously different because now they actually have a quarterback that can make moves, that can make plays, that can give this team that extra go that they need. Because you got to remember, even with the team they had last year, they almost scared Philly twice.
That is true.
And all they needed was a quarterback that can make some moves and not make costly mistakes and basically give Scary Terry the ball. Now you got somebody that can give him, Dotson, and all these guys the ball now, 30, 40 yards out.
Yeah.
This could be my sleeper. Look, there's always one sleeper team in the year that shows out all of a sudden and puts it together randomly. This could be my one that could be the sleeper and could surprise some people in the NFC and bring back relevancy to the Washington Commanders.
Yep. I said that. Because
I can see them definitely being a sleeper team, Rob. I ain't gonna lie to you on that because Dan Quinn
Yeah, I
Dan
agree.
Quinn is he was a great defensive coach with Dallas, so I know he's definitely gonna be a hell of a head coach with that team. And that element that he brings to that game, the fire that he brings to it, yeah.
Okay. Hold on,
I
David.
agree with that.
Let me break it down to you this. Washington actually upgraded their running back just a little bit.
They did.
Matter of fact, they didn't a whole lot because
Well, they got Eckler, right? They got Eckler, right?
I can't trust Antonio Gibson, injury prone. Now I can trust Austin Eckler because he can catch from the back and can run the football.
Wait, is Robinson still there? Is Robinson?
Brian Robinson Jr.
Yeah.
Still can run the football.
Robinson's a beat. I like him. I like Robinson.
So basically, I'm happy what it did with that offense. The question is, what can Dan Quinn do with that defense, especially in that backfield that's been putrid for the last 3 years?
I think they've been waiting on a guy like Dan Quinn just to come in and just bring a different energy to it. You got to remember, they had
building
for all these years, and that defense have been punitive, let alone just horrible. Now you bring in a new fresh air, and mind you, you got a guy that knows this division left and right. So if there's anybody out of this bunch that I can depend on when it comes to coaching wise, that's made moves and can make a big difference in their team, it's Dan Quinn and the Washington Commanders. If there's anybody that can beat Dallas twice right now, outside of Philly, Now it could be Washington. That could be the one that can break
It's not
Dallas.
gonna, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think
All right.
I think Dallas versus Washington, Dallas versus Philly is going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Any of them go 0-2, you're screwed.
Nah.
Now,
The only team that's going to go 0-2 against them is the
now,
Giants. No
now
question.
shift over to the NFC South. My concern in the NFC South is I think it's going to be a little bit tight, minus the Carolina Panthers.
What?
Minus the Carolina Panthers.
David.
I think it's still between Tampa Bay.
No.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to go with Atlanta. Atlanta and Tampa Bay going to be the two key things.
We're talking about the NFC East.
The NFC
South.
You talking about the South.
Oh, y'all want to go division?
We might go all the way out. We ain't been on show in 3 weeks. We might just rock and roll, go around the world. Let's rock and roll. Shoot, I feel good about myself. So when you go to NFC
you
South,
want to go there?
let's rock and roll. We ain't been there in 3 weeks. So, for the NFC South, I'm not worried about Carolina Panthers because they still need to figure themselves out, particularly the offensive line and what they're going to do on defense and what they're going to do with J.C. Horn because J.C. Horn's up for a contract too. But the problem I got with J.C. Horn is he can't stay healthy. As far as New Orleans goes, the only thing that's holding them up is Olave and Kamara and a little bit of Carr.
Oh boy!
My two best shot, I think, is Tampa Bay.
You talking more?
Huh?
I'm listening.
You're saying too
Tampa
much.
Bay. Oh
no, you're saying too much. Like you're making it so complicated with all these divisions. Like, okay, you want to make it easy? Here you go. Carolina is trash still. Tampa Bay gonna still have to figure themselves out. We don't know what we're gonna get from Tampa Bay after a year. Atlanta, after they sign a quarterback again, I don't know what I'm gonna get from Kirk Cousins for my Achilles. So, I mean, in the Saints, we don't know what we're gonna get from Carl. So right now, with all four of them, I'm gonna be honest. If I want to drive a gun in my head, I'll say Atlanta, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was about to say New Orleans and Tampa Bay. That's it. But I'm not gonna say Carolina.
I say one. You can't have two. Like I said, who's gonna win the division? I say two of them.
I'm
gonna say New Orleans.
I'm gonna say Atlanta.
Rob?
New Orleans.
I'm gonna roll with Tampa. But here's the thing. I don't think Carolina's going to be as bad as they were last year.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think so either. I just think they still got a long way to go.
Oh, they got a long way to go. I think they'll get at the minimum 4 wins this year. It'll be better than what they were last year. But still, Tampa's and which quarterback they want to run. So until then, this is Tampa's. No matter what. This nigga just did a Frankensteiner off the top rope. Oh shit! He's about to die now. Hi, Ricochet.
So say what you got.
Tampa, NFC South. You was picking Atlanta earlier.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that.
Okay, she's still rolling with Atlanta.
Just tell me like that.
Okay, let's go to the north.
Oh, I want to say that for last. That's the fun one.
Which one? NFC North?
Damn, yeah, the NFC North is the fun one.
It's gonna be, yeah.
That's the fun one.
That's gonna be a murderer's row this year.
That's what I'm saying. That's the fun one.
The Bears is not gonna. The Bears is not going to be slept on to this year. All 4 teams have a case to where they can win the division. This might be the division to watch this year. But
we ain't gonna go ahead.
It's gonna be one of the divisions to watch. David, who you got though?
You said what?
Pick your one. Pick
Who
your
you
one.
got taking the North right now? All the
NFC North.
predictions. You know, we got to change, but all the predictions.
NFC North. Woo. Ugh. With the ad of Josh Jacobs, I gotta say Green Bay. I don't like Green Bay or Detroit, but I gotta say Green Bay. I like Green Bay. I like Green Bay.
No, I ain't mad at it.
No, me.
Well, give me the Vikings.
You're trusting year one McCarthy. I like it.
Well, we got Aaron Jones and your two best receivers out there.
I can't get mad at that either.
Oh, yeah, I ain't mad at it.
He has a chance.
No, don't get me wrong. Again,
but what about that defense though?
Again, it's
what
just
about the defense?
Don't go worried. They remember.
That's interesting. You're picking the Vikings, but you're picking the. But here's the thing, though, right? He's picking the Vikings when he never liked the Vikings defense.
Oh yeah, but the Vikings defense a little bit more upgraded, just a little bit more.
Babe.
You know they lost Daniil Hunter, right?
Yep.
They did, but then they upgraded and they got I forgot who they got in the draft. They stole somebody from the draft.
It was a pass rusher.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did. So they're fine. They're fine.
But even though they're going to be okay. Oh, the NFC North. Even though they're going to be okay, I believe the two of us, me and Ashley, are agreeing with this. I don't think nothing's going to change about this. You keep forgetting this offense was just getting started last year.
Rob, can I have 3 for me, please?
Okay, hold on. So for our preseason meal, we will be having porterhouse steaks, crab legs. May as well throw some shrimp and some lobster tails on there. Just a whole seafood extraordinary. We're doing surf and turf, grilled asparagus, and roasted red potatoes. That will be our first meal on the train.
Yep. And we'll be having champagne and campaigning.
And Antonio got to earn his way back double this time.
Ooh.
What do you mean by that?
Ooh. I don't think you need to know about that.
Down to the poo-poo platter,
David.
That's what she's saying. You're back to the poo-poo platter, son. That's what happened, son. You in the poo-poo.
No, this is a new season.
No. You went.
Yes,
you jumped
it is.
Up again.
Jose. Did somebody say I come back next year? Bob said that.
I did say he is off the poo-poo platter. He's still up there. But hold on. But the day you decide to talk about them is the day you go back all the way down to the bottom. Now, David.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Since you are new to this. We are me, the Mrs. and Mr. Chef himself. We're going to offer you the olive branch to join this train that's called the Detroit Lions. Now, now me and Ashley, we have been on it ever since they were on Hard Knocks, and we saw Mr. Jamal Williams cry. And we've been saying,
I was with you.
And you were with us too.
I never jumped off.
Yeah, he never jumped off. He never jumped off either. But ever since last year, really, me and Ashley, we've been saying that Detroit could be this one team that could shock everybody, and they almost did. They almost did. They almost went to the end. They almost went to the Super Bowl.
They still did. They 30 years. It's been a long time since they've been in the playoffs.
Now my expectation for them is going to be even higher. Especially
they went to the top. They went to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, especially with this division being tougher. Especially now
that still got their team.
Yeah, that's the beauty of
it. And added some more players.
Yep, that's why I think this Detroit team is going not only to make they're going to be the first team in this division since the Green Bay Packers to go back to back.
NFC Championship.
This,
Yeah.
I think this could be my team that can right the wrong from last year, can go into the Super Bowl and go to Vegas. I think this team into New Orleans. I think this team go to New Orleans. I think this team go to New Orleans this year.
They definitely a candidate.
I think we're gonna eat some beignets. I believe we can go to Beignet Town. Yeah, hey, look, they need some look. The Ninth Ward can meet 8 Mile. I don't mind that.
I'm trying to go.
I don't mind that.
Hey,
I think Detroit can make a run this year.
Yeah, Detroit, they tough. I'm not gonna lie, they tough.
Sis,
Yeah.
got that working already? We discussed this in the meeting.
Man, we gotta watch these trips now. We trying to do WrestleMania and we gonna do the bowl.
That's what I was gonna say. We got to do two things.
See.
But hold on. But can we have one little quick pause moment?
Pause.
Shout out to the parental unit. Our kid finally made it. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
So we have some freedom to move around now.
Good. Now,
But yes,
I'll tell you a little bit why I think the Lions.
They bring that different element, physical toughness on the field, boy. They tough.
I told y'all for years, ever since this man came on. Lone Wolf, I need you back. Ever since this man came and been the coach of this team, this man has brought such a fire into this team. You understand? He teaching them to win. You hear? Dan Campbell is a true meaning of a coach. He emotional about his guys. They fight for him. They bleed for him. By the way, Jericho, didn't he get paid?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
he did.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, he did. Matter of fact, let me put 2 more times for you.
Hey,
yeah.
He's stuck in the Sean McVay too.
My God. Did he get paid? Did he get paid? Woo.
And guys, by the way, here's the one little key thing, right? Even though they got the 2 running backs back there, there's this guy that came from Lone Wolf School. Lone Wolf, this wide receiver came from your school.
And he'll be a full year acclimated now.
This wide receiver, I remember his name, but I'm trying to set it up for you. This man came from your school.
Who? I remember
Pride of Alabama.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about the speedy devil of Mr. Jameson Williams.
Oh yeah. That dude could fly.
Allow me to tell you why the Detroit Lions is going to take an extra step forward this year. Jameson Williams, right, is going to have a full year off season healthy. So last year, you got the running edition of scoring up points. This year, you're going to get both ways. You're going to get, how do you want it? You want it in the air with Laporta, Brown, and Williams, or you want them 2 running backs they got back there with
They got weapons. They got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of playmakers.
Them 2. We'll talk about them 2 back there. We know who them 2 is back there. We don't even need to talk about them. We saw what it did.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be tough. Detroit is tough.
Detroit, I anticipate Detroit to have 12 wins this year.
I say 13.
12.
Nah, I think 12. 11 or 12. But that division's going to be super
12
close.
because, listen, 12 because they're going to lose twice in the division.
And one of them
3
might
games,
be
Who they gonna lose to?
in the division.
I'm just,
I
listen,
say
I'm not,
they're gonna lose one. They're gonna go 1-1 with Green Bay.
listen, I am having, tonight we're having barbershop conversation. I'm not here reading stats. I'm just telling you my prediction.
Right.
Right.
I'm thinking 2 games in the division they're gonna lose. I don't know what 2, but I'll tell you one of them gonna be Green Bay.
Oh, absolutely. Green Bay gonna
They
yeah.
gonna
I'll
lose
give you
2
the other
games in
one.
the division.
I'll give you the other one.
Chicago.
That is it. They go to Chicago. When they go to Chicago, not in Detroit, but when they got to go to Chicago, have fun.
It's tough to win in Chicago. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay,
And
even Green Bay
I'm
have
gonna
problems
tell
winning
you,
there.
and I'm gonna tell you another thing too. And y'all gonna hear it here first. You see that? You see that? You see that team that's now new in the Windy City?
Yep.
Call me crazy, right? But I got a bold prediction for y'all. The Bears gonna be a 10-win team.
They're gonna be in the playoffs. I see them in the playoffs.
That's first of all, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. I'm the main one that said that Chicago gonna make the playoffs this
They
year.
built their
I said,
secondary.
Said,
They did their
I
secondary real nice.
I may
oh,
go. I may go
believe they
one.
are. I
I
said
may
this is.
go.
I said
Oh, I may go.
division that
I'm
can
gonna
have 3 teams possibly
hold
in
on
the
a second.
playoffs.
I'm gonna go
I
one up
going
on
off.
you. I'm gonna go
Chicago,
one up
like
on you.
Yes.
like
I'm
bear
Yes.
down Vegas.
yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah.
I may go
I'm
one up.
with all these
I'm gonna make a
additions they
bold
have. I
prediction.
think they can.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I think all 4 of them will make the playoffs.
No,
No.
no,
Ooh.
no.
My only
Green Bay, Detroit, definitely. Chicago gonna be is a sleeper team.
I'm saying all 4 of them will make the playoffs. Here's why I say that. Because you don't know who can get out. Well, NFC East got two you got to deal with. Tampa Bay, you may get 1 or 2 out of the deal. We haven't talked about the West yet.
That's how I was gonna say. That's the problem. You got to remember they're dealing with the. Here's my only issue with Detroit's schedule. Their bye week is week 5. That's
Too
early.
early in the season.
way too early for a team like this.
Too early in the season, yeah.
And then to make things matters worse, from week 9 all the way down to the end of the season,
It's gonna be tough for them. They got a tough schedule.
not just that. It's
Dallas
all.
got a tough schedule too.
It's not just that. From week 9 on down are all playoff teams or pending playoff teams from last year. Every last game outside of the Vikings and the Bears, every team they play, look at the Niners, home against the Bills, home against the Packers, at Indianapolis, against Jacksonville,
12 and
at
5.
Houston, at
Yeah.
Green Bay. From that on down, if they
said 12
survive
and
that
5.
murder's road, they're going to the Super Bowl. Let me say that again. If they
Mm.
survive that
Said
road,
12 and
they're
5.
going to the Super Bowl.
That's why I said 12 and 5. It's gonna be, they're gonna find some slip-ups in between that murder's row where they're gonna lose at least 2 games in there.
No, with Detroit,
Every team, every team this year that is gonna go in a playoff run is gonna go through some kind of hell. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about. Speaking of that, let's talk about the Wild Wild West. Because
too
if y'all
ugly.
think, okay, listen.
Go ahead.
Here's an interesting thought. If y'all think the Rams is going to, yeah, I mean, if you think the Niners is have an easy cakewalk this year,
Hell no.
they don't.
Nope.
And the fact that, and we ain't talked about this, 2 wide receivers they got on their team right now, they don't know what they're gonna do with them yet.
Mm. Debo and Ayuk.
Oh yeah. Congratulations to
Mm.
my cousin. Congratulations to my cousin. He's staying another year in Frisco.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's interesting. They managed to keep him. But then the other 2 receivers that been producing, they did not a goddamn thing yet.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't even go let Ayuk walk.
No. No.
Yeah, they are. I agree with that.
They
I agree with
they
that.
oh,
Because you gotta
oh
remember,
they better than us.
Okay.
remember they drafted a boy from Florida in the first round, and
They
he's
they
gonna
mm,
he gonna play.
Look here. When I see the formerly known as the War Dogs used to play, guess what? They trust more number 15 and number 19 than number 11.
That's very true.
So what did that tell you? John Lynch may let Brandon Ayuk walk. And on top of that, rumors spread around that he wants to go to Pittsburgh. So let him all go to
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh and the Chargers, they looking at him.
No, he wants to go to
Well,
Pittsburgh.
well,
If he goes to Pittsburgh, ooh wee.
here's my take on this.
Ooh wee.
Until they make any moves to move anybody, this is still the Niners division to lose.
Which
I
is
said
true.
until they move. I said until they move, which means all their people are still there. All their people are still in OTAs. That means they are still in the building. They are still locked in.
They still a
They
problem. Yeah, they still a problem. Of
I
course.
get it's a problem right now, but until they address the problem, this is
They
still
still a team to wreck with.
this is still the Niners division to lose. Because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
If there's one team that I can trust that can stand 10 toes down, stand on business, and handle their dues, it's this 49ers team. No matter how bad they look, no matter how ugly it gets, when
They
the
still handle their
rubber meets
business.
the road, out of all the teams in the NFC West, I will trust the Niners more than I would trust the Rams right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Just right now.
Yeah.
Because they still
I get
have
that.
everybody back. Now, once they start moving people, then the Rams will turn and be the favorite because of everything that they had last year coming back this year. But until this happens, which means on week 1, when they come out on the field and I see Debo, I see Brandon Ayuk, I see Jawan Jennings, I see Christian McCaffrey, I see Brock Purdy, I see number 97. Then y'all also got to remind yourself, I got to see my the 2 linebacker core right back where they belong. Until anything breaks, I'm not touching the 49ers to not win the West and meet the Detroit Lions again in the championship game. But this time,
Detroit going to win.
we ain't going to
They're
St. Louis.
gonna play in Detroit. They're not gonna play in San Fran.
Detroit this time around, and you got to come to us.
Yeah.
And when
And
that
you
happens,
know what? I think they play each other. Wait, question. Don't they play each other in the season this year too?
I think so.
They do, and they go to Santa Clara.
I think they play like near the last game of the season. Am I correct?
Week 16 on NBC.
Yup. And San Fran.
Detroit
In San
going back to
Fran.
the scene
Yes,
of the
Lord.
crime.
Yep.
That's gonna be some sugar honey AC right there.
Mm-hmm.
And mark my
like
words, I'm making another bold prediction.
For that.
Yep. So until they break, this is still the 49ers league.
Mm-hmm.
But don't sleep on Seattle.
Seattle. But I think the Rams. I think the Rams would be second in that way because they added they built built their defense back. I mean, you got Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White from Buffalo. Ooh, I forgot about that.
I like Tre'Davious White.
Forgot about that move.
That's a different. They got some. I mean, who cares about Jimmy G? They got him, but they got Tre'Davious White. They built up they secondary, and that's what they had. That's where they had a lot of problems at last year.
Yeah, that secondary was that, especially the left side. That left side was horrible last year. So now you add a Tre'Davious White.
I'm here to tell you. It might San Fran might win that division. They might just win that division because you got the Rams in Seattle, and they ain't easy to deal with.
I'm gonna give you a little bit. I'm gonna give you a little bit of stuff like this. This is bold prediction, and I'm gonna say it's live. I think the Cardinals ain't gonna be no pushover this year.
We all know they're not gonna be a pushover this year.
They're not gonna be pushover. Matter of fact, I expect the Cardinals to win. I expect the Cardinals to win at least 6 or 7 wins.
That's still not saying they're going to win the division. You trying to make
no, they're not going to win the division, but they'll improve.
Then why are you saying that? That's not breaking news. That's broken news. What else you got? What's wrong with you, man? 6-7 wins. That'll be, first of all, if the Cardinals get 6-7 wins, that'll be a blessing in disguise because then the rest of the league is trash.
Lomo, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? They ain't talking about them. They got so much to clear out with themselves, man. Don't talk about them, man.
I think the only thing the Cardinals is going to win is probably get the first pick in the next draft.
No, that belongs to us. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's gonna belong to us.
Yeah, it does.
That's gonna belong
to us. I forgot about the orange horses. Yeah. Y'all definitely got it. Yeah, y'all definitely number one for that.
I made this abundantly clear.
Don't worry. We're gonna talk about the AFC. We're gonna talk about the AFC on the next show, which is gonna be this Sunday coming up. Because I need to go talk about the AFC. The AFC is wild over there too. But what I want to talk about is something very serious.
Oh, shit.
Y'all go ahead. Okay, y'all can talk about that. On that note, brethren and company, I gotta go get on my machine.
Okay.
I don't feel good.
I'll be up there in a minute.
Okie dokie. Good night, y'all.
Good night. Feel better.
It's my sister. So, Lone Wolf, I know this is your sport, but can I take care of this one for you?
What the hell?
So, gentlemen, Lord Stanley has come upon 2 teams that has the right to enter in the Thunderdome, to have their right to touch the cup. On one side, we have the Florida Panthers. For back-to-back years, they managed to get their backside back to the Stanley Cup final, beating up the New York Rangers. Once again, Rob, the curse, it lives. The curse still lives.
They do. I ain't gonna lie. They got close, though. They got real close. They got real close. I'll take it.
Yep, the Rangers dead.
She's a New Yorker in heart. Leave her alone.
I tried to say it. I tried to give them faith, but I said it, look, as long as you get that President's Cup, you are bound to have some heartbreaks happen to you, and lo and behold, it happened to the last year Eastern Conference. It happened to it had to come to the hands of the Eastern Conference champions last year.
That's okay, because guess what? I'm putting them as the favorite for next year.
There you go.
Let me explain this to you. The Panthers put the President's Trophy winners out twice. Boston and New York.
Wait. But Florida is good.
The Panthers put out the President's Trophy winners back to back.
That means the Panthers is the President Trophy killers. Yeah. Well, but on the other side, there's a man that I admire, that I have pressure on him from the time he touches his feet on ice. Okay? And this man the other night, what he did to the Stars, dancing on them, Lone Wolf. Aside. You were dancing on them Stars, man. You were dancing on them boys, man. You tearing them up. And you know what I told Lone Wolf this morning? What did I say, Lone Wolf?
Is the job finished? And the answer is no.
You know what? I would say this too, Ali. I remember on one show when we was talking about NHL, you said watch out for Edmonton. You did say that. You said Edmonton was your team
The
to watch
second they
out
fired
for.
their,
Ain't my team.
you said it,
They
you
just
said it
got
the
what
second
I
they fired
think
their
is
head
the
coach.
best.
You
Is
did
what
say
I
that. I
think
give you that.
is the best player in the world.
But
Yeah.
you said it the second they fire their head coach, this team is going to be a lot better than what they think they are.
I said it.
Look
I
what they
feed
doing.
I feed that information to them.
Look what they doing.
I mean, they brought defense on their ass. I mean, what do you expect to happen? They have all the offensive firepower in the world. They just can't stop nobody until now.
Right.
Now, I said this from the beginning. Until Connor wins the Stanley Cup, until he can be able to put his hands on it, he is not no best player to me.
Right.
He cannot belong in no conversation without
Until you
winning it
you get
all.
a Stanley Cup.
He ain't there yet. I'm not finished. And
Sounds like Luka
unfortunately, he have
Doncic.
to go. That ain't no joke.
Sounds like Luka right now.
Yeah.
Luka and
Mm-hmm.
Connor are in the same boat. You can't be called the best players in the world until you win it.
Until you win it. Until you join that group.
And both of them been in the league long enough.
Exactly.
It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna. Now. I've been telling you for years, you cannot be in a conversation with Wayne Gretzky unless you do this. Job not finished. You got to beat them. And you want to prove yourself you in the go conversation, that's a good team to do it against. Because them ain't no pushover. You think they gonna let y'all just take the cup alive? Just they gonna hand it to you?
No.
They got revenge on their minds too, you know. They were supposed to win this last year. They got a ass one. They want this just as bad as I, you know. Kinda. You, Lone Wolf, I don't want to hear no key to no series. It's only one person is responsible for what happens in this final. One. I don't want to hear goaltending. That. One man. One.
Yeah.
He's the best player in the world. He is going to be the factor of this series. He was the factor in the last one. He's the main factor in this one too.
Yeah. You talking about
Am I
Burkle?
lying?
Survey said, no, you're not lying.
Thank you.
What's your call?
Florida. They hungry.
No, I already know you're going to be Edmonton and what?
This is a dog fight.
7?
Yeah, but every dog has his day.
David,
And
you said Florida and?
I'm saying Florida. I'm saying Florida.
In what?
I don't say Florida in 6.
Okay. Rob?
Edmonton is going to win at their home base. Edmonton 6. And Gretzky will be in the building for it.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Not only Gretzky will be in the building, but I know a few friends of mine that be in the building. Oh, I don't know, says a guy by the name of Mark Messier. Say, I don't know, a guy by the name of Grant Fear. I had a little Adam Graves. Because you was waiting for the orders before you shipped out.
Yeah. I remember Adam Graves.
So, all I can say is, Edmonton, you want to beat Florida? Key thing. Don't turn the puck over in your own zone. That's what Florida lives for.
They did it in the last series against the.
Ask the Boston Bruins. Ask the
New York Rangers.
Tampa Bay Lightnings. Ask the New York Rangers. Yeah. What happened? They turned the puck over in their own zone, and that's what Florida lived for. For you to feed for turnovers. Don't turn the puck over in your own zone, you'll win the series in 6.
That is also the other key to the series. Florida last series against the Rangers. In the last game, the Rangers lost. The Rangers turned the puck over in their own zone and they capitalized it and scoring goals on the other end.
Florida got good defense.
That's all they do. What?
Defense win games, though.
I will say, but if the Oilers can get them in penalty situations in power play, that's why I think Oilers could kill them at. Because the Oilers is the #1 power play scoring team in the league.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing is this.
And they got to outrun them too. They got to outrun them.
That's the key. That's another key thing. Push that pace.
Yeah.
You got to push that pace. Everything can do that. Also on the power play, you got to force Sergei Bobrovsky to go from side to side. Make him go side to side. Because if he stands square up, he's going to have a field day. You ain't getting nothing out of Sergei Bobrovsky. Turn Sergei Bobrovsky from that Florida Panther to Columbus Blue Jacket version.
I think they can do that. I think, and by the way,
that's gonna be a good series, though.
And by the way, Canada has something to play for. They have yet to brought the cup back to Canada in over how many years, Lone Wolf?
31 years. Last team that brought the cup back to Canada was the Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal.
And that I remember with Patrick Waugh.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Thank you, my fellow historian. I didn't know how many years it was. Edmonton, you hear that? A 31-year drought. You know how old I was?
10.
Yep.
And you hear that? You listen. You hear that?
Bad part about
last time Canada won a cup on their soil, managed to bring the cup on their soil. I was 10 years old.
I'm worse.
He was 3.
He was 4.
3 going on 4.
See, here's the thing.
Damn.
4 Canadian teams went to the finals after that, after the Montreal Canadiens won the cup.
Talk to them, my historian.
Matter of fact, Edmonton themselves went to the cup, and they lost to the Carolina Hurricanes. Vancouver, Montreal themselves, and Calgary.
Yeah, because Winnipeg has never touched it yet.
Right.
Neither has Toronto.
Nope.
So if Canada wants to see Lord Stanley again, that's the key right there. If Connor McDavid wants to join the greats of the likes of Gretzky, Messier, Lemieux, Crosby, Ovechkin, I can throw in Lenny. I can throw in Lenny. I can throw in Patrick Waugh. I can throw in Joe Sakic.
Arnott.
Jason Arnott.
Yes, Lord. That's my
Brett
guy.
Hull. I can throw in Dominic Haslett. I can throw in Derek
All of
McCarthy.
them greats. You
All
hate
them
all of
great.
them greats. You know what they all
All
have
them
in
great.
common?
Oh, there's more.
They all
Steve
won.
Eiserman.
They all raised
They
Lord
all they
Stanley.
all won a
No,
chip.
it's
Detroit Red Wings, yeah.
Steve
Mm.
Eiserman, Chris Draper.
You
Who
hate
else?
all them greats, Connor. All of them guys hate Stanley.
Yeah.
You can't join that elite company if you don't get it done. And how old you are now, just like how Luka, how old he is now, the time to win a title is
It's
now.
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 Finish
So
the
yeah, I
job.
forgot.
Finish job, you good for nothing bastard. I will be watching.
I forgot. Let me check.
You sound
Let
like
me
Cody
check my
Rhodes.
history.
I
Let
have
me check my
cable, no,
history.
I have
Did
cable, you know.
Jarman
I
Yager
watch
win
him.
his? Let me see. Did Jarman Yager win his first Stanley Cup in his first year? I believe. Let's check it out. Let me go look at his profile real quick. I think Jarman Yager won his first Stanley Cup as a rookie.
He had. I think he's playing with Mario still.
He was playing with Lemieux at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yager won his rookie year. He did.
Hold on a second. Let me see something.
That was a nice combination right there too.
Yeah. Oh, that was a scary combination.
Man.
With him and Lemieux. Oh, I'm gonna do a little fun fact. See if Yager won the Stanley Cup in his first year. I know he won it under 4 years of the league.
Don't matter. This man been in the league for how long? Can I been in the league, sir?
Nearly over 8 years.
8 years.
You hear that?
Oh Lord.
Rob, you hear that? You hear that, Skip?
Sound like LeBron.
Connor?
LeBron won in year 8. You got to get it done.
Connor?
As a matter of fact, you know what? Long Wolf. Yager did win in his rookie year.
I think he did.
Yeah. He won in 1991.
Let's see here. Connor been in the league now for 8 years. 8 years.
Uh-huh.
8 years he been in the league.
LeBron is number 2 in our eyes as the GOAT.
No, excuse me?
And he did it in his 8th year. But Thursday night, we don't yell the hair right now.
Oh, before we go.
Night is
Before we go. We forgot one.
Yes, sir.
We will not disrespect the ladies like this.
WNBA.
We will not disrespect the ladies like this. We will not disrespect the women like this.
No. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I don't like how they're treating these rookies right now, y'all. It's pissing me off. What Caitlin Clark has done. Hey, what Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all of these women that came into this league this year, after what they did for college basketball last year, what they have done. And they brought the women NBA to another higher platform, to where now they're able to have charter flights to go to their games. You know, they changed the way how they look at women basketball, and they're starting to treat them most to the fact like real professional athletes like they are.
Right.
But the fact that they are ridiculing Caitlin Clark and they're ridiculing Angel Reese by roughing them up and doing a bunch of cheap shots on them is really pissing me off.
Yeah. But you knew that was gonna come. You knew that was gonna come with the territory, man.
Some
all that hate,
bullshit. I
all
don't
that
want to hear
politic hate,
it.
all that politic hate. You know how that go, man. You know how that go. When Reese got when she got choke slammed to the floor, I was like, wow, yeah. You knew it was coming.
It's an open floor.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. See, they not like us. This has been. See, here's the thing. Angel's been saying this has been brewing for the last 2 years. And it's rightfully so because you got to remember last year, guess who decided to open their mouths about this class coming in before they even walked through the door? That'll be Diana Taurasi. Remember, she already made it clear when they came in, they were going to see hell. So the what they're getting right now is nothing that any other player in any other sport would not get. The problem is with Caitlyn is the fact this is what I have an issue with Caitlyn more than I do with Angel. Angel has a team by her side that's going to back her up 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlyn doesn't.
Mhm.
Caitlyn doesn't.
Not even the
Like,
Virgin Island can help her.
and it's crazy because you can look at the difference even when they played against each other. And you saw how the energy from the Sky was compared to the Fever. Like, Caitlyn wanted that game bad, but I don't think anybody else, probably outside of Caitlyn and Aaliyah, really wanted that game as much as those two were. The Sky as a unit wanted that game because it started with their head coach. That's Miss Teresa Witherspoon for people who do not know. And if you
Mhm.
don't know who she is, go look her up on YouTube.
Word.
Oh, I see them days with her and Shell Swoop.
Oh, man, her and Cynthia Cooper.
Yeah, if you don't know who Teresa Witherspoon is, go look her up. That's a bad
Right.
girl. But she brings that toughness and grit from not only when she was in Houston, but really when she was in New York. When she played with the Liberty and her and Lobo were teammates, turned
Mm.
WNBA upside down
Deadly.
with that grit mentality. And
Yeah.
she brought it with her to Chicago. And she's got nothing but grit players that's got a lot to prove. So there's anything that you saw between the Indiana Fever and Chicago, nothing that Teresa Witherspoon would have not done herself as a player. So all the stuff they're doing is something that's already expected. My issue with Caitlyn is her teammates not backing her up, and she ain't doing nothing about it. That pisses me off more than anything. Because as a competitor, trash talk is legal. Especially when they started. When you start, I finish. There is no back and forth. You as Caitlin Clark, you gotta go in there and let these women know. Because you gotta remember, these women's contract is not no guarantee contracts just like it is with the men.
Unfortunately, not.
These
Nope.
women are literally fighting for their lives out there on the WNBA court. Like, we've seen first round draft picks get cut because they weren't producing. So, Caitlin, here's my warning to you. And I know it don't apply to you, but you might want to hear this. You're not accepting to the rule. You better
Nope.
get it together yourself. Because the future is you. And I get it. It might be a little rough, but at one point, you gotta fight back.
Absolutely.
You gotta fight back.
It's a
Cause
certain teams bring that physical play.
yeah, because right now, to be honest with you, your record right now is ridiculous. And they had higher expectation. People had y'all making the playoffs this year. How you gonna make the playoffs when you're 1-9? And that also falls under coaching.
I agree.
This head coach gotta figure it out. That I get it. You got two cornerstones. You need to maneuver the offense to fit both their styles, which means I need more pick and roll action between the two of them. I need more pick and rolls between Aaliyah and Caitlyn. That's your cornerstones. That's your money makers. They need to get more
That's
involved.
what it was supposed to do.
They need to get more involved. Yeah, that is what they're supposed to do. But the problem is they're not playing to Caitlyn's strength. They're playing to her weakness, which is we trap her half court, force her to turn the ball over. And this year, she's averaging, I believe I'm not mistaken, she has the most turnovers out of everybody.
She sure do.
And she did not have this problem when she was in Iowa.
You know why?
College is different than the pros.
Exactly.
It's not only different than the pros, but even with that, you still adjust to what your star player does. They did this with Aaliyah Boston. Y'all got to remember, Aaliyah Boston did something that only Candace Parker has done. She was the first rookie to start in the All-Star game.
Right.
Start.
Mm-hmm.
No rookie has ever came in and started in the All-Star game, but Aaliyah did last year. And that wasn't just by popularity. That's because she earned it.
Damn right.
Let me chime in on this. Miss Caitlin Clark, I'm not worried about Angela Reese. I'm not worried about my big old Brazilian 6'7", who plays with Barbosa. Personally, me, the miss they passed up on one of them two. I didn't miss they passed up on Angel Reese. They passed her up.
And they're not even playing Aaliyah that much, which pisses me off even more on that.
Wow.
Oh, you talking about Fever?
You don't play her that much. Girl, bye.
Let me inform y'all something. Miss Caitlin Clark. You knew this was coming. You didn't believe it, but you knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that Stewie and company was waiting on you at the door.
They were waiting on her at the airport.
You knew that Andrew Wilson and Kelsey Plum will wait on you in Las Vegas at the door. You knew that other players, what's that girl name? Can't think of her name. She played for Wings.
Oh, you mean Enrico Gumawale? Yes, don't talk about her. Don't talk about her.
No.
That's Kobe Bryant. That's Kobe Bryant 2.0 over there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, guess what she did with Caitlin Clark? Waiting on her at the door. See, this is what happens when you get a little bit slight big-headed and think you untouchable in characteristic mode. See, at Iowa, you were untouchable. Now in WNBA, you're going through growing pains in your first year. And if you don't believe me, why don't you ask your teammate, Aaliyah Boston? She'll tell you. The only difference between you and Aaliyah Boston is this. Aaliyah Boston knew it was coming.
And she got heart.
And yeah, she got heart. I'll give you one more point. Cardoso, Reese, Brink, Sheldon,
Jackson.
They all knew it was coming, and they all knew it was not going to be weak of the heart. You thought, Miss Caitlin Clark, that I was going to stroll on down to the yellow brick wall and nobody can touch me. Well, guess what? You figured it out with Asia Wilson. You figured it out with Stewie. You figured it out with Miss Kobe Bryant. You about to figure out some more pretty soon.
I was about to say, because she ain't even met the godmother yet. She hasn't met Chefrazzi yet, and that's coming up soon.
Ooh.
And you lucky Brittany Griner ain't playing.
She might be by then.
Yeah, because Tarassi's at the door. And I forgot. You lucky you didn't see Sue Bird. I think Sue Bird retired.
Damn. I was just about to say Sue Bird. I was about to say that.
I'm glad
But
she
you
ain't
get to
playing
see,
no more.
but you get to see her protege.
That's what I said. The godmother.
You talking about
You
Drew
see a
Lloyd?
protege up in Seattle.
No, I'm
Caitlin
talking
Clark.
about Diana Taurasi.
Oh yeah,
Taurasi.
yeah. Oh,
He ain't seen
Taurasi.
Taurasi yet.
So, Caitlin Clark, wipe your tears away. You're gonna learn not to be big-headed no more.
And they
You
and
better
they
have some
meet.
heart.
Look,
You
and they
better be
meet the
toughened up.
last. They meet the
Because
last day of the month.
you better be toughened up. Because in WNBA, it's a dog eat dog world.
Facts.
Straight up. Dog eat dog world.
They trying to make money too.
Yep.
And
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 if
you
I'm Indiana, you got two things that needs to happen. One, you better change this playbook and make it fit for Caitlin Clark to actually become the star player that you want her to be. Two,
Yep.
you better find some enforcers just like Chicago did and make sure if Caitlin ever goes back down to that court and gets bombarded like that, you better find some soldiers. Because that's what she really needs right now.
To knock that person down.
Exactly. And tell them, don't
Yep.
ever knock my player down.
Don't
And
fuck with
be
my
honest with
point
you,
guard. Don't
An
fuck with my
enforcer,
point guard. There you
like
go.
an enforcer.
Shit. The way
Yep.
she going, she gonna need
They ain't
two
got
of them
one
things.
right now.
and yeah, you got one, but guess what? Boston is only one person.
Yep.
You
need two of
need
them
2
things.
or 3 more.
Yeah. Just like Chicago. Chicago got about
Yeah.
4 of them
So
things.
I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah.
You will be in the meat grinder.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, Caitlin Clark, if you don't toughen up and wipe your tears away, you will be grind like ground beef. And I rest my case.
You gonna either be the Steph Curry of the WNBA or the Jimmer Fredette of the WNBA. If I were you, I don't think you want to be the Jimmer Fredette. A one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder. One of the biggest busts. One of the biggest busts. We don't want to talk about that, but I don't think she is. But we are going to depart because we finally got to get back on here after 3 long weeks. And we're so glad to even be back up here to even have a conversation to just catch up on sports. But before we go, guys, let's make a quick prediction. Game 1 is Thursday night. I want to say, let me go ahead a little. Let's go ahead and jump. Let me go ahead and jump because I have no idea what the opening spread is.
6.5.
6.5. I'm just looking at it.
6.5.
What you got?
Boston favorite.
What you got?
Favorite Boston. I would like to see Dallas win game 1. Depending how like I said, depending on that front court, how they attack Boston front court. If they attacking good, Dallas will win that. If not, Boston game 1.
Rob, what you got?
I say Dallas will not cover that 6.5. This could be their wake up game. Boston will take them out the first game because for some reason they're good in game 1s and horrible in game 2. So I'm gonna take Boston for game 1.
Unfortunately.
And by the way, right now the over under is 214 flat out.
Wow. 214.
And I'm going to take the low.
Low, yeah, it's gonna be low because it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Yeah, it's gonna be low.
Take the low. Get low.
They had too much time off. They had too much time off.
Both sides.
I think that Dallas will cover the spread. They're 6-1 against the spread. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas will outright win that game. I'll take the Stars. I'll talk about the Stars. I'll take the
The Cowboys.
I'll take the Mavericks.
You could have got away with it. You just said the stars of the Mavericks. You could have got away with it instead of giving that one down there more ammo than last. You just said the stars of the Mavericks.
I say stars. I'm talking about. I'll think about hockey. I don't think about those Cowboys.
No. I'm saying when you said stars and you stopped yourself, I was like, no, just say the stars for the Mavericks.
But I didn't Dallas will cover the spread. But you know what? I won't be surprised if Dallas win the game outright.
So you're
I can see it happening. It's all about how it plays out. I can see it happening. It's all about how it plays out. If that front court dominates,
who are you picking game one?
Dallas.
Thank you. Ali, go.
I'm gonna be so mad if Boston come out flat. I'm gonna be so mad because I was gonna pick Dallas, but I think Boston gonna make a stand. Dallas will respond in game two, but Boston will win tonight. But man, Boston will win
Thursday.
Oh, thanks. They'll win Thursday, but they won't cover. I'll take Dallas spread. See how my boy did it for me? I had it on cue, not only Rob. See? I had it on cue, but he got it for me. So, we be back on later on at the end of the week. We're going to talk some more. But until then, it was good to be back up here. I miss y'all so much. We've been talking about sports for 3 weeks. But I'm working on this big work. Everybody's going to know what's going to happen soon. I promise you. David, lovely to have you as always.
It's a pleasure. You're ready. Love y'all brothers.
Yeah, you know, we see the rest of them two of my brothers on the flip side. Rob, Lone Wolf, till we meet again. We out.
All right, y'all have a good one.